Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, the one, the only, Danos.
Hey.
Hey! Hashtag
All right.
Megatron.
Hey, everybody! I don't know.
50
How cute,
Shades
how
of Grey.
cute.
You could be anywhere doing anything. No, you can't. You can't. So thank you for being here doing us.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome into Poppin Off, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
We missed.
I'm good over here.
We missed the population. That is
true. At
Those
least
are facts.
At least Danos and I tried to dress up for all you guys out there.
For the special occasion.
Unlike everybody else here.
I have a Star Wars shirt on.
I have
That's the most dressed up she's been.
a Star Wars pop from Empire.
Ooh, Pop in the night.
Well, that's not even- this isn't even the pop of the night. This is a bonus pop because it's Empire's 40th anniversary.
That
we
one's
had
right
to-
behind Dan, too.
Happy anniversary,
That one's
Empire.
in the box.
Dan's got some awesome Empire.
I got the
ones.
collection right now. If you can see this right here, Boba Fett.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Those are foreshadowing too there.
You guys, look at the detail in the R2-D2.
Oh, he's dirty.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's
Oh, I
Dagobah
love
R2.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like a dirty droid.
those pops
Wow.
are awesome. So anyway, pop of the night. Let's do that really quick before we lose track of the pop of the night, because I'm super excited about this new line. So right now, Funko's announcing all of these Funkoween pops, like a whole bunch of lines. So Dan, I know you're getting excited about some of them because I did see some Nightmare Before Christmas ones. We'll talk about those maybe next week.
Yes.
So many of them dropped like later in the afternoon today and yesterday and stuff like that. But yesterday, we got the drop from Zombieland. We officially got some pops from Zombieland, and they're really cool looking. And the one I definitely have to get is the Chase Bill Murray. Down there.
That's the exact same pop as the Bill Murray, just without hair, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I still want it. Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't want a Bill Murray pop?
Nobody.
Well, they did come out with Caddyshack ones, so technically you can get two, and I think Groundhog Day also. I think
Oh,
so.
let's not forget the Ghostbusters. I think there's like 4.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bill Murray collection.
We could just
Yes.
start.
A nice
Yeah,
little collection.
We could just start a Bill Murray collection.
Yeah. I love it.
So you guys want to do some Netflix and spill?
Let's get this.
Yes.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So before we even start Netflix and spill, I did want to say one thing really quick. What's really cool is using the new software we have and stuff like that. We're going to be able to do more smaller episodes, more centralized, focused episodes. So we are going to be doing an episode all about Mandalorian season 2. I believe Danos and Megatron are going to try to be doing a minisode about that because there's been so many casting announcements. There's been so many awesome things about it. But I did want to touch on some recent news of that. But look, I just want to give everybody a heads up. Be looking for that minisode about like the Mandalorian season 2 casting, Mandalorian season 2 like plots and stuff like that, because those guys are going to be doing that. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Right.
But what I did want to talk about is some Boba Fett news, which we got an announcement for during I think it was definitely the last few days. Maybe it was over the weekend at the latest. But Dan actually texted me about this. Dan, do you wanna head this up?
Yeah, I can. There's speculation. All right, it's rumored that Boba Fett was in season 1 Mandalorian. Some people are thinking. You remember when he walks up on the body of that bounty hunter that was killed?
Okay.
Oh, the gunslinger. The gunslinger episode.
Yeah. People are thinking
That episode, yeah.
Yeah, that was Boba Fett. Or, Timothy Oliphant is now in the series, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And he's playing a like space sheriff.
Right.
Now, I guess his story is in a book called Aftermath.
Yeah, that's from if I remember that right, it's from 2015, right?
It's around, I think it's
Yeah.
2015, and it's canon. So, what better person to play a space sheriff than Timothy Oliphant, right?
Yeah, he does it all the damn time.
I mean, it's justifiable, right?
He's made an entire career out of playing a sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys read this book yet?
No.
I have it, but I haven't read it.
Oh, okay.
Which is like 90% of my books. But It
I mean, that's like
appears that he
Cobb Vanth.
finds Boba Fett's armor. He purchases it from Jawas, and he struts in it. He loves it and he wears it. So
Cobb Vanth is the name of the character.
Okay? Is it like after
Transfer
Boba? Is it like after Boba got eaten by the Sarlacc, or
eaten? Yes, I think he flew out. Yeah, he
they're
came
saying he didn't die.
out.
Well, like,
Okay.
let's touch on the other rumor. The other rumor,
Thank you,
and
Jen.
we could do hashtag rumor mill if we really want to, but
Uh-huh.
is that we may have either flashbacks or like scenes with Boba Fett in the next season of
Right.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And it might even be played by the actor who played Jabba Fett.
I think it is. I think they announced it. I'm not sure,
Right.
but
What?
I think they announced it. I think he is playing it because he was the voice in the animated series too. So I think they just kind of got a thing. Yeah, I think they just have a relationship. So he probably will be. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all speculation.
Or Jango Fett. I don't know why I said Jabba. I think I heard Jabba.
I know.
I
what you meant.
We know what you meant.
I didn't know what he meant, and I was just going to play along.
I saw Dan.
Megatron and I knew.
No,
Yeah.
but here's the
We
reason.
were with you.
If we want to let everybody in, here's the reason. Because I said Jango Fett when we were doing show prep, and Greg jumped all over me and goes, "Oh, the actor Jamie Foxx, you mean?" And I was like, "Oh, shit."
Oh.
Like I hesitated, and then I said the wrong name.
Jango Fett Unchained.
I'm glad he's reprising his role though. As,
he was great.
As Jango Fett. Yeah.
Yeah. He was great, and I can't wait to see it. I just don't know how they got his armor.
Oh yeah. I think it's corroded. I think it did eat through it a little bit. Now I don't know if you guys know this, but the Sarlacc pit that he fell in.
Yeah.
If you go to any Disneyland park and the Star Wars theme park, you can see the Sarlacc pit actually has legs, it has arms and everything. It's just buried underground. It looks like a creature. So that's a little bit of
we took a photo of
trivia.
it. I can put it on the social media if people want to know what that thing looks like.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's a great idea. It's a Sarlacc that just buries itself in the sand.
Exactly.
And it becomes a sand pit.
Yeah.
Ah.
And when I was blown away. I walked up on the display and I was like, no way. This changes everything. So yeah.
Very nice.
We can kind of transition with that, like burying yourself and staying at home and binging stuff. There we go. You know,
Random lightsabers.
I wish I had my lightsaber like close enough. I would grab it, but more on the terms of staying home.
You guys can play swords.
I know it's sword fight. More on terms of staying home and watching things from home. We're getting news, and this might be rumor mill, or it could be something true. We're now hearing stuff that Bill and Ted Face the Music, Bill and Ted 3, could go straight to video on demand and skip theaters, which, I mean, would kind of suck because I don't know how well it would do.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Probably for the best.
But
I don't know. I mean, do you
I think it's for the best
Trolls
now.
World Tour only did as well as the first Trolls movie did in theatrical release on VOD because it's a family movie? Or is there an audience for VOD right now because people aren't going out? And how soon will people want to go out?
I think people will want to see this movie.
I think they will too.
I
think it'll do just as well in VOD as it would in the theaters, honestly.
Well, that kind of leads to my question. My question was, do you think we're going to see, like, is this going to be the test? If this is, or any movie that comes out before this, do you think that'll be the test? And if it does well, more movies will try to, or more production houses will try to push towards that? Or do you think like this is only going to be sporadic and it's really not going to catch on type of thing?
Well, John Rico just posted something I think is an interesting perspective. It's a niche audience for this movie anyway. So the people who are excited about Bill and Ted are going to watch this movie any way that they can. So if it's not in the theaters and it's only on VOD and you're super stoked about Bill and Ted, you're going to rent it or buy it on VOD either way.
I think it's as easy as economics. It just comes down to economics because the bottom line is this. If they're going to start releasing movies in theaters, they have to start advertising them. And the advertising budget is not cheap. So you're talking about putting up a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign to not know if people are going to show up because we don't know when. We also don't know if people will go out. Like, could you imagine gambling $10 million on advertising? It's going to be out in theaters this weekend. and then nobody shows because of the coronavirus. Like, you can't blame them. It's economically the smart thing to do. You can't blame them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know who is blaming him? Universal.
Yeah, but I think the answer to Danny's question, they need to do more of this. Because why would you throw the money away on advertising?
Right.
Yeah, and that was mentioned in an article I just read that was getting into specifically Warner Brothers slate for the rest of this year and the release dates and how they've got Tenet set up to possibly be the movie, Christopher Nolan's new movie, to be the movie that kind of reopens theaters. But if for some reason, if the audience isn't there, if they can't get enough screens domestically or worldwide, then they're probably going to have to push back. And if they push back, does that affect Wonder Woman? Does that affect Godzilla versus Kong? Does that affect Dune? And Dune is a movie that they're hoping to be a huge tentpole, but it is sort of a risk. So if that has to push back, it would probably be Christmas 2021, which is also when, I don't know, who knows, Avatar 2 is supposed to come out. But it's just it's really risky, and it's so packed tightly, and that's not even taking into consideration Disney, Universal, their movies as well. So it's gonna be interesting.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the better question is, because I mean, people are gonna if this lasts, the longer this lasts, the more that people are going to be like, all right, I'm going to watch this from home. But
yeah, absolutely.
But I guess the better question is, how long do movie theaters have to be closed before major companies, like I'm talking Marvel, I'm talking like Disney, Universal, DC, like how long do we have to project that theaters are going to be closed before they start taking this route? Because right now, Black Widow's sitting on a shelf. They're not going to do anything with that. And that, I mean, that's just Marvel. But the whole thing with that is they've triggered their Disney Plus series to go in between their movies and to set up stuff that's going to happen in their movies. So they have the first 3 series that were supposed to premiere this year pretty much done in post-production, pretty much done. They don't need to film anymore. They don't need to do anything, but they can't release them because there's stuff that might point to other stuff from Black Widow that like they can't release it before we see Black Widow's point type of thing.
Well, you being a consumer and everything, would you rather see it VOD or would you rather see it in the theater?
It really comes to the question that I'm asking, like how long is it going to take? Like right now, if they told me like theaters, Black Widow will be in theaters 2 weeks from now. Yeah, you can go see it. Theaters will only sell half occupancy for theaters. I might not see it right away. I still don't feel like I want to see the movie. Don't get me wrong, I really do. Yeah. I was rare and ready to go see Black Widow opening night and stuff like that. But I don't know how I would feel. I don't know if I would want to sit there with my mask on the entire time or gloves.
I would be there naked seeing that movie.
Well,
I might still do it.
I might seat, wear a hazmat suit.
Let me just say this, and then then we can move on. I don't think that I don't think that the corona. Wait, well, hold on. What, Danny? What did you just say? What did you just say? Because it was very specific to that.
What do you mean?
What did you just finish saying?
I said if they announced that theaters were going to open in the next
right. Okay. Sorry.
Was opening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What I was going to say is this: I don't think that I think there's a really good chance that theaters won't come back at all. I think there's a chance we're done with movie theaters. There's a chance that we're done with movie theaters.
There's a chance a lot might close for sure.
I think we were already moving towards a future of very limited theatrical releases anyway. Yep. And COVID-19 has sort of fast-tracked something that was already happening and fast-tracked the VOD platforms online. And I think we'll still see theaters. Maybe it'll be a Disney movie theater that only shows Disney movies when they come out. Or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know there's a lot of contracts with that too that happen to eliminate a production company being able to own a physical theater and have a monopoly over what ends up in the theater. But I don't know if that's irrelevant now with online stuff.
Well, as of right now, if theaters opened in 2 weeks, everybody's wearing a mask, no food whatsoever, and plexiglass is what I'm hearing in between people.
That's what Regal said.
That's going to mess with the sound a little bit. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. I don't think so. Let's transition from that because I don't want to even think about that right now because just it's making me feel like just sitting like
Yeah.
Theaters are already not the cleanest in the world at things in the world anyway. Like they had bed bugs in a bunch of New York City theaters and just like I don't want to think about that right now. So so anyways, let's do some hashtag gamer tags.
Okay, I
Yay,
play
video
games.
games
I
are
play games.
not anywhere near having problems right now.
Yeah, video games are ruling. So actually we're getting a premiere of a new trailer inside, I believe, Fortnite tonight. Is it Christopher Nolan's new thing?
Tenet or another?
I don't know. Johnny Rico, let me know.
Chris Nolan had a
but it's supposed to be a trailer is supposed to be premiering inside Fortnite tonight. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
that's
also
not the first time they've done that. They've done that quite a bit now, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did a concert inside Fortnite too.
What? Who
Yeah.
played? Dave Matthews?
Yeah,
Dave Matthews?
of course.
Yeah,
They
that's what I
give
thought.
the players everything they want. They're all clamoring for Dave Matthews. Anyway,
Gross.
Also happening right now, just started, is Overwatch's 4-year anniversary event. Can you guys believe Overwatch has been around for 4 years already?
No.
This is crazy. Like, this is a long time for this game. I would not have thought that this game was around because I don't know about you guys. I mean, maybe Tim can speak from this because I know he's in the background, but I know at any given time he could pop forward if he wanted to. But I've been playing Overwatch on and off from pretty much the beginning, and it really hasn't ever felt stale. Like, there are times where I'm not in the mood to play it, but at the same time, like, you flip on the game and there's new gameplays, there's new characters like every few months type of thing. There's new like patches and all this kind of stuff. Like, they have a good formula to make the game not feel stale. And I know we have the announcements that there's going to be an Overwatch 2 coming out eventually. But like Overwatch 1 just is still dominating as its game, basically. What do you guys think about this?
Who wants to go first? Megs, I know you're a huge Overwatch fan. Right?
I'm going to defer. I don't know Overwatch very well.
Can we bring in Tim?
Yeah, let's just bring in Tim.
Can we do that? Is that hard to summon?
There he is.
Hey! Nice to see you. Love you. All that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, Danny, I think you hit the nail on the head. Overwatch is it's a dominating game. It's actually Blizzard's only original programming in the last, I think, 17 years. And they've had lots of expansions for things like Diablo and, so on and so forth, the Blizzard legacy. But it's been successful. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And so I think that says enough about the, the individual programming. So Overwatch will continue to dominate. So there's going to be some fun facts.
Apex?
What's that?
Do you like it more than Apex? Is this?
Ooh, man, those are two totally different calibers of games. They really are. They're too different. Overwatch, the cartoon, the aesthetic, the background, the atmosphere is so much different than Apex, which is much more violent, much more aggressive, which I like. I think
I bet you do, toxic masculinity.
Yeah, you know me. That's why I'm growing this beard. And
yeah, you're on a ranch right now in Montana.
I am on a ranch in Montana. Yeah. Hopefully, if we get some
you're
social
probably
media
emotionally abusing those horses.
Definitely not. I love my horses, and just for the record, there were no animals ever abused in the recording of Poppin Off. You'll see on our social media. So,
where's
that
my
disclaimer.
She's on the couch with me.
Yeah, but that's what I'd say about Overwatch. That's enough for me. Love you guys. I'll see you later.
Love you, buddy.
Bye, Tim. Dan, what were you going to say? I'm so sorry for interrupting you. If you
I was going to say I don't play Overwatch. That's it. You didn't interrupt anything.
There it is.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Should we?
Yeah.
Then I wanna bring up this next story to you because I know you and Megatron both have PlayStation 4, and they've been doing a lot of really cool things with offering free games every month or offering really, really deep discounts on a lot of really cool games every month. Have you guys looked through this list of this article? There's some really cool games for really cheap, and then there's some like really big games for pretty, like, I mean, the Star Wars game is on here and it's already discounted massively.
That's crazy. That Star Wars game's a masterpiece too.
Yeah, did you ever finish it? You were supposed to let me play it at some point.
Yeah, then this coronavirus thing happened and I couldn't, bring it to
like,
you, but
just like
the other day, the Star Wars Battlefront story mode, which is really cool.
Yeah. What games are discounted right now? Are $5?
Oh, you should go look at them because there's some really good ones. There's some good ones. Yeah.
Well, we got Dragon Age Deluxe Edition.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. No.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star
There
Wars
you go.
Battlefront.
That's
There
worth
you
it.
go. Now we're
I
talking.
mean, that's
Now
definitely
we're talking.
$5. You got Rayman Legends. I remember Rayman from a long time ago. It's like updated graphics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We got Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's
Yeah.
Daughter, which is like
Okay.
it looks cool.
Yeah, it's a unique game.
Like,
It's a
okay.
unique game.
But then, so those are the ones that we have at super deep discount. But then, I mean, we have like little games like we got Pac-Man for $2, Miss Pac-Man for $2. We've got let's see, going down the list.
Yeah.
We got Limbo for $5.
It's a lot in
We've
the
got-
$10 range too. that
Limbo's
are
pretty
awesome.
good.
We got Zombie for $4.
Do you know this is the biggest quarter video games ever had? Is the first quarter 2020?
Oh yeah, we're all stuck inside. of course.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You get all the
Talking
Dead
about
Risings.
$2 games right now too.
Yeah, you get all the Dead
Unbelievable.
Risings for under $10. You can get Hello Neighbor for $7.
Mhm.
I mean,
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
you can get Jeopardy for under $10.
Mhm.
That sounds like hours of entertainment at
Back
least.
to
You
the
get-
Jedi Fallen Order. Actually, they're making that a series. Did you guys
I
hear about
know.
Mm.
I know.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. It's all canon too, so it makes sense. Pretty
Mhm.
soon we'll have the pops as well. So get ready.
Yeah, I bet
Everybody
we
get
will.
your
Oh,
wallets
man.
out. Get your wallets out.
Yeah.
Sell some more things.
Yeah.
I mean, after we saw the releases from Funkoween stuff to come from them, I'm already like, okay, there's gonna be
Oh
some
my
stuff
God.
I need to buy.
It's like what did they go to Beetle House and they came back and said, okay, let's announce all these pops. I mean, Corpse Bride,
No.
Corpse Bride pops. That's amazing. It's like
They basically
Yeah,
just said,
man. Yeah.
they basically just said, hey, how can we get Dan to go broke in
Yeah.
one big shot? Like,
Just- I'll
here,
have to say,
everything-
Rick and
Make
Morty.
cups of all of it.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one last thing I want to put in gamer tags, not because it's a video game, but because it's the closest thing to sports we're ever going to talk about, and it's real life and incredible. So there's a marble league that's real.
Marvel
already.
with a B as in boy, not Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
marble.
Good call.
Sorry,
good
I
call.
mumble a little bit.
Marble.
The Marble Racing League that is real already. It's already happening. It's other events have taken place. But they were going broke, and there's actually real like commentating and everything like that
Mm.
for it. These videos are incredible. I recommend you guys look this up. It's just called Marble League Racing if you want to look it up.
Oh, I
But-
will.
But there's a new season of it that's going to start up in June, and it's now they got sponsored by last week tonight. It's the John Oliver show. Yeah, he found out about it and said like they wanted to be a co-sponsor of it. So now it's like
Wow.
gonna be big. It's gonna be like funny and better. But it's absolutely incredible. I you know what? I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
That's
I'm a fan
new
of
form
John
pop
Oliver. I'm
culture.
in.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
We can all pick teams and like stick with our teams throughout the season
Yeah.
because they've got like I think there's like 7 teams in the league.
No,
Like,
I'm starting a fantasy league. It's done. Done. I'm doing it right now. Done.
Love it.
All right.
Wow.
Next.
all right. So you guys ready for some hashtag trending?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Time for the Florida Man story of the night.
Ooh, out, out.
Yeah.
It's the
Welcome to
Florida
my
Man
house.
Move
on.
Okay.
All right, Florida
Gross.
man. This is a little twisty. So Florida man tells neighbors he's going to kill them with kindness. Then tries to kill them with a machete that he named kindness.
Makes sense.
Looks like you
Yeah.
got
That makes
punched
sense.
in the head for that too. Look at
Yeah.
this
I
head.
mean,
Yeah.
Mm, Wow.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
he's
No.
a thinker.
No, I don't think he will be.
He'll be fine.
Mm,
He'll be fine.
no.
He has look. He has a sense of humor and everything. He'll be okay.
Mm.
Is it a sense of humor, or is
I
he
think
just
so.
like? I want
I
these
mean-
guys to be unsuspecting when I shop them with my machete. Thank you, Sean. I can hear you from here.
I think it's endearing.
I think it's you could write a script on it.
I spit my drink into my glass.
I'm sorry. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Wow.
All right. So the next thing. So moving on from there, the next thing I think is really cool, and I hope all of us can do that. I know they're going to be way ahead of us, so it's going to be like way early in the morning for us. But Stonehenge will be live streaming the summer solstice event for the first time ever on Sunday, June 21st.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm being very genuine. I'm very
Yeah.
excited about this. I want to see
Me
it.
too.
I've never been to Stonehenge. I've really never like left the continent, like North American continent, pretty much.
Mm.
So like, I've never seen Stonehenge. I would love to see Stonehenge in person, but like this will be the closest I'm gonna get
Yeah.
for now.
I'll just wait for the video game to come out.
What do
I've
you
been to
guys?
Stonehenge. Dan has as well, not with me, but in the past. But like, but I've always wanted to be there for the solstice and to see that because the construction of it is amazing. Like, you don't really understand how impressive Stonehenge is unless you've been there. But I've always wanted to be there for it, but it's such a risk. You know, you plan this huge trip and spend all this money to go out there, and then if the weather sucks, sorry. You know, and it's and the weather often in England is not great, but this is awesome because
That
it's
was
like,
pretty
oh, I'll just
racist.
tune in.
Yeah, totally.
I'll just tune
totally.
in and see if it happens to be a good weather day and you get the full effect of the alignment of the stones with the sun and everything. It's pretty.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. So first of all, population. I apologize for Megatron. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking with the racism, but don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, gross is right.
Mad at you.
Absolutely, racism is gross.
We're in a fight.
No, because I can't win. I cannot win. All right. Second, what were we talking about?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge summer
yeah.
solstice event.
What do you think the percentage is of people that tune into that are not high?
Me?
Yeah, but you're 1%. Like, who else? Nobody's watching this not high.
Are you talking about our show, or are you talking about Stonehenge?
No, the Stonehenge. I mean, dude, it's a live stream of the summer solstice at Stonehenge. Hello, Matt. I love you.
It'll be different. It'll be different, I'd say, right?
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not high, and I'm excited for it. Like, I genuinely think it's going to be cool to see. Like, I'm not going to watch it for like hours, but like, hey, I'll time it out. I'll watch it for 5 minutes. Like,
No, that's not watching it. You have to watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, you really do.
Thanks,
Megatron is the 1%.
Yeah, she is.
All right. Okay, so I have this next story. I want to get your guys. I want to get your guys' opinion on this because I kind of want to burn it with fire. So Kellogg recently released a Toucan Sam redesign.
Oh.
And the internet is not happy. I'm not happy. It's hashtag not my Toucan Sam. That's the trending hashtag for it right now.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
What do you guys think of this? Population answer too, because
Where do you get the DMT?
100% don't care is my honest opinion about it. I was never really invested in Toucan Sam.
That's not true.
Or Toucan
According to your
Sam?
wardrobe, Megs.
Wow.
But still, like it just does not look. Dan, what do you think about this?
I like the old version better, but look, if I was into cereals like I wasn't when I was a kid, then I'd have issues. I guess I'd have to agree with Megs. I just not a part of my pop culture is Toucan Sam. I mean, I appreciate every
delicious cereal.
mascot.
Yeah.
Every cereal mascot, I appreciate.
Yeah, you're super into cereal mascots.
I was
Except for Count Chocula because that guy's a dick.
Okay.
It's pronounced vampire, Greg. It's pronounced vampire.
Dude, I don't care. He's a dick.
But I don't know. I would
guess
say
I'm not
leave
sure what
them
the
alone.
I don't know what the need was to
Exactly.
redesign him.
Not broken.
I know what the need was
Not broken.
for us to talk about it, just like we are.
I guess,
Redesigning it brings them back to to the front line
the
of
forefront?
discussion.
Yeah, I got you. It's
Yes.
marketing. It's
So
marketing.
that's what it is.
Oh,
I just
good
figured
call,
it out.
Danos. Good call, Danos.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank
Dan
you.
has
thank
figured it
you.
out.
You're
All
welcome.
right. You figured it out. You figured it out.
And on that note,
Yeah, on that note, I mean, we're pretty much done. I mean,
let's get out of here.
it went too quick.
It did. But hey, that's what happens when
I'm
we're all-
terrified. Can I just say something? I'm terrified every time we zoom in on Dan's
Ooh.
screen because I'm afraid at any given time he's gonna stand up and not be wearing
Oh,
pants.
there's nothing.
No.
There's nothing on me right now.
He wears pants most of the time.
No, he's got the full suit on.
What?
Yeah.
Mate, how would
Full
Meg
birthday
sound?
suit. What? No, I'm kidding.
I knew it. Megatron's in on it. She knows.
Sexual harassment. Sexual
Okay,
harassment.
you guys want to
Yep.
do something?
Yep.
You want to
What?
cheers? And
Yeah,
this
let's
cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
To all the people who tuned in tonight.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, guys.
Mm.
All right, so like I said, we are going to be concentrating on putting out more and more mini episodes, so that we can have centralized things. I know Greg is doing one with a friend. I know Megatron.
Can
and
I
Dan-
say something about that?
Absolutely.
Real
Yeah.
quick. Let me real quick say, I posted this in the Facebook group. I know I didn't get any responses. I really would love it if someone could give me questions. You could do it anonymously, DM me or whatever. But I would love some questions. So anyways, yeah, check out the post.
Maybe that means no one has any problems, Greg. It should be a good thing that no one responded.
That's not true.
Hmm.
No.
Can we
There's
announce
no
some
way.
of the minisodes we're doing? Can we unveil?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have
As long
something
as,
you want
long as
to,
we're
go for it.
actually going to do it. You can't just say
Yeah.
it now. Now you're locked
Yeah.
in if you say it live.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm going to be making a few Breath of the Wild cocktails. Breath of the Wild theme Zelda cocktails.
Nice.
So yeah.
I like
Very
that.
nice, dude. Love it. Very,
And
very
then
nice.
and then you're gonna Uber
Then I'm
eats
gonna
them
drink
over
them.
to me. No, you're gonna Uber eats them over to me so I can try them, right?
Yeah, all the watered down ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not by the time he gets there, so.
I mean, I'll assume that it tasted a lot stronger, but I'll get that. I'll get the
Mm.
gist of it.
I'll
So
get you.
so that's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for that. I do have a couple of ideas up my sleeve that I definitely want to do. I don't know if I exactly want to announce them yet. One's definitely gonna have to do with rumor mill because I'm always excited about that. And I can't wait. There's been so much like Marvel news and just TV, movie, everything news in general, and we don't know what's real. We don't know what's not. So I can't wait to start doing some rumor mill stuff, just with centralized topics. So we can do them really, really quick. Megatron, what about you?
Yeah, so I'm kind of developing a minisode series where I'm going to delve into some of the lesser known comic book characters that might make appearances in the future and give you kind of a rundown of what you need to know and how it might fit into the current movies that we're seeing, but really focusing on the comic origins of characters just to kind of give you a little
Very
background
cool.
of that. So that's going to be
Awesome.
fun.
That's going to be super interesting for me because I did not grow up reading a lot of comics, but I'm always very interested when people talk about them. So I'm definitely in for that for sure. Greg, did you want to tease yours? I know it involves. I know you asked about the post, but if you want to tease it and maybe if people kind of hear what you're going to do, maybe they'll be more inclined to actually.
Yeah, no, sure. Thank you. And by the way, Megatron, that sounds awesome. But yeah, what we're doing is I'm going to be eventually doing a mini-sode called. It's going to be a conspiracy theory mini-sode. We've kind of alluded to that in the past. So we've teased the conspiracy theory, but I think first I'm going to be doing something with a really really close dear friend of mine, Dan Kelleher. And yeah, another Dan. I know. Now we have three. I know. I thought of it. But no,
That's
we're
such
gonna,
an exotic name too. It's
It
weird.
is. But we're gonna do Greg and Danny Save the World. And what it is we just need you to message us, whether it's during the show or before the show or whatever. It can be anonymous. We don't have to say your name, and just give us problems you have so we can solve them for you.
All right.
Hmm.
That's it.
What if the problem?
coaching.
What if the problem is
Right.
that I message you and I say that my really, really good friend Greg is saying that his other friend is a better Dan than I am, and I feel uncomfortable about that.
Well, first of all, that couldn't possibly be true. because I have so many Dans in my life that I love. I feel like it's some kind of weird glitch in the Matrix. Where it's like all my friends are named Dan. It's the weirdest thing. Like if I had a wedding party right now, it would be Dan, 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 and I'm not sure after that. But that's
my
true.
two best female friends are Danny and Dana. It's like a rule that if you're a good friend of mine, your name has to start with DAN something.
Yep.
Like it's so weird.
I mean,
so many Dans.
We're the best. Give me a high five, Dan. Dan, give me a high five. No, other side. Yay! Yeah, we did it. We did it. All right, guys.
Hi, Megs. That's the Brady Bunch. We got to do the Brady Bunch.
Greg, look up. Look up, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
All right. Enough of that. Guys, we got to get out of here.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
Let's go.
Oh, wait. Before we get out of here, I completely forgot. So not only is it the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, but it also is my cousin John. He just married my cousin Rose. My cousin John's birthday. So I want to give him a huge shout out. Happy birthday, John. Cousin John, happy birthday. I texted him before the show. I think he's watching. I don't know for sure.
He better be.
He better be now. But anyway, so guys, thank you so much for watching.
Or it's going to be his last birthday.
I know, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Keep a lookout for all the minisodes. We will be for sure advertising them when we post them. Some of them will be live. Some of them will be pre-recorded that we'll just release, and we'll share them everywhere so everybody can find them and stuff like that. But guys, stay tuned. We have so much more planned. We'll see you guys next week for sure live. There we go. We'll see you guys next week for sure live at on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great everything. We'll see you guys. Stay safe.
Oh my God.
Good night, everybody.